150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Yellow Jackets will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Oregon's offense will have the first possession of the game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. Defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing. Tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Terry. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
So Georgia Tech's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from any...
Oh, he's got some space. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Yellow Jackets can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
The Yellow Jackets will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one, and this out to the left side. Hold down at the 29 after getting 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He's senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quick completion on the out. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion of that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick 6. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
Got his man. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Ready to fire from the pistol. Here's the handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Finds his man, it's Brown. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Kick is in the air. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They'll leave it with him. There he goes.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Yellow Jackets can really attack on this 2nd and short. Keeps it on the bootleg. Got out of trouble and throws. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Yellow Jackets come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. With the catch, it's Stokes. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Terry. Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. And the Ducks will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like...
Breaks into the open. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give to the back. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
How about that for efficiency on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide out, trying to get it in. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Hold and fire complete.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Looking for a man. It's Terry. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchups somewhere else.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice third down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it third and short. Find a way to get this offense on an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the ground with the back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Yellow Jackets lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll run play action. Shoots it to the left. A strike downfield. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Terry. Right on the money.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Ducks come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Ducks will punt it away on fourth down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Here's the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Gonna look downfield again. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got his man out of the backfield. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
The Yellow Jackets trying to cash it in on 1st and goal.
Let's go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Oklahoma State will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Justin Blackmon was a 2-time All-American, they know this game is not over. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Houston.
Leaves it with the back.
We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Grab near the sticks. It's Dobbs. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo. To the air, it's Terry. Makes the grab on the left.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
He'll try to do it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Takes a hit as he fires. High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Ducks decide to punt it away. And that is just a spectacular punt, and he will pin them in the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 5. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Misses again. It's incomplete. Three in a row.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Punt is in the air. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Timeout, Georgia Tech.
On the ready.
Just enough time for one final play in this half.
Set. Hut. Flip.
They'll run it to the left looking for the end zone. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his second of the day, this one from 23. And this one is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great game day atmosphere today in Atlanta. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the 5th oldest venue in college football, Bobby Dodd Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. Catch inside the 25. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Hauls it in. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And the Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. off the play fake on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the left. Turning it on. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll go to the ground. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on the...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, here's an interesting decision. It's early in the game. Do you want to be aggressive and try to seize momentum and go for this? Or do you just take the field goal and take the points?
So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. And that is no good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick-6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick-6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air. It's Terry. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And the returner will be knocked down. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's 2nd and long. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Maybe one notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to throw, it's Terry. Gets rid of it. That's caught. It's Stokes. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And the Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The Ducks will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
It's a draw. Finds a little space. Got the first down. Looking for more. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on first down. Steps away to find some room. Sails one into the middle. Picked off to stop the threat. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The run from the shotgun. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Korn. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And this offense, man, they just can't get out of their own way. Like, they've got a 0 on the scoreboard already. Now turning the football over late in the game. When you're down, they've got to find a way to make something good happen on that side of the football.
He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag.
Intentional grounding.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Trying to set up the screen. Breaks into the open. Good, solid tackle.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got it down the middle. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. What an absolute howitzer he unleashed off his foot. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Michigan is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Ann Arbor for a long time. They're up by 21 over Indiana. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense has it with really good field position. They go to the ground. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He's got it on the run. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Yellow Jackets are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. See if they can get it done on second and goal.
29 Philly. 2-9. Ready.
Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air, it's Corn. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Under fire. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this team.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unleashes one deep. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown. A little window dressing here at the end of the game.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Off the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
And they keep him out of the end zone. He's run out of bounds at the 5.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
The give as they work on that clock. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this with Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Korn. Fires left, and his throw is incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
The play-action fake. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. Looking deep down the right side. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of